you back, but how good is it to have this extended stay in Victoria between 2 games?
Yeah, we're really grateful for the opportunity to, spend some time together. It minimises a bit of travel for us, and it's a great opportunity. But, the focus is to prioritise days like today where we get to work and try and get better and come here to perform in 2 games. So, a bit disappointing against Essendon, but credit to the group. Like, our energy and approach to this week's been really positive, and we're looking forward to another crack.
What does it do for the group in terms of that, you're not missing out with those travel days or those days that kind of get wiped out when you're going to and from Perth twice? What has it allowed you to do with this group?
Yeah, well, I think the timing of it will help us maintain energy by taking out a bit of travel, like I said, but we've sort of tried to set it up, acknowledge that it makes it a bit of an abnormal week, which we try and minimise with how we approach training and our high performance, but embrace that it's a bit different and spend some quality time together that you don't otherwise get when you're back in your busy lives and got to rush off to families and jobs and uni and that kind of thing. So it's such a great opportunity, particularly early in the season. 5 new players in our squad this year. It's been a good chance to spend some time together.
What does it say about the professionalism of the league now and what obviously the club's doing as well, that you do have these opportunities to get the whole team away, you stay away, you're not having to make those sacrifices performance-wise, I guess? Yeah,
it's come so far, and we are grateful for the support and the commitment that the club's made with that. We don't have the whole squad here, and I think that speaks to the high performance nature of it as well, is that those that are in rehab and whose training would have been better suited back at home, they've stayed at home even though they miss out on the connection. We're doing what we can to include them, but the priority is to have them fit and available as quickly as possible. So I think it is a sign of the growth of the comp, like you said.
Dana, how have you found it? Because I understand you've got family on the road with you, not your whole family though. How is it for you?
It's been really great so far. I'm fortunate to have my husband and my 8-month-old with us along on the trip, and that's been really great, and the club's incredibly supportive of that throughout. Obviously hard leaving my 9-year-old back there, but she's at school and she's keeping entertained, so she's fine. But I think the opportunity for us to get away, like Dave said, is a really good thing for our group. We can really hone in on these next 2 games that are coming, obviously Essendon on the weekend, but St Kilda coming up, and go to work and focus on just getting better and really trying to line up a season.
I guess what I said today is as well, the opportunity to get that extra level of time with the group together, the professionalism and how far it's come. How do you see it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is time that most other teams aren't getting. I think we might be the only team that are doing this 1 week away trip, little hub in season. So it's such a great opportunity for us as a group to really galvanise our connection amongst the playing squad. Find opportunities within the schedule to not only hone in on our high performance aspects, but also just how we connect as a team. And we had some really great opportunities last night as well.
I guess one for both of you hasn't been having the whole group on the road, because you've got kids that are 18 up to yourselves, obviously have families either here or back home, and Swanee's got a young one as well. Yeah,
I think we do it quite well. It's always interesting to see who are the little groups that form, and sometimes they're surprising, but I love that about this group, that there's always connection across the ages, and to have 2 babies on the road adds to it as well. I think just the different dynamic in the group, but it's been really special, and good to come together.
No shortage of babysitters.
No, all the girls are always more than willing to grab the babies and take them when they can, and they're always like, do you mind if I just pick her up and do this? I'm like, go for your life. The babies love it, we love it, and I think it just makes for a really authentic connection amongst the team as well. It's a really good little icebreaker with things in between too, but it's been great. Fantastic, absolutely no complaints so far.
What have you taken away from Essendon? Obviously you had your chances to win it there and they pinched at the end.
Yeah, I think credit to Essendon. We knew we were going to come up against a really competitive side and have to play every minute, and I think the sign of growth for us is that we come away from that game going, we did a bit right and we've got some things to work on. To be honest, not dissimilar to the week before when we did get a result, but to kind of be in that mindset, feel like we're in the game against quality opposition and be really disappointed that we lost it with a minute to go. The fact that we're in that headspace shows the growth and progress of our group, and we don't shy away from being disappointed, but as we do every week, our focus is on what can we do better, what are the parts in our game that are giving us belief and a bit of evidence that we're on the right track, and go to work and get after it. So I think, to be honest, our approach hasn't been very different from the week before. We thought, particularly offensively, when we had opportunities, we were a little bit careful, particularly in the first 3 quarters, but I liked that we were able to keep chipping away at that and then eventually be able to get the game looking the way we wanted in the last quarter. So to be able to turn that around in game is, again, another sign of growth. Defensively, just got a bit of work to do with maintaining our energy and kind of being proactive. I think a good team in Essendon really test that out a bit more, so gives us a good bit of feedback of where we need to improve. And then, you know, really experienced mids that have worked together for a long time with Pearce and Nan Scorn and Amy Gaylor, and you know, impressive young player, gave us again some things that we can just keep getting better at with how we manage the contest.
Zoe Wakefer okay, and I mean, how'd you see that one? Because at the time, I think that tackle was holding the ball. We saw Bonnie Tooger's just got 2 weeks for a dangerous tackle for it. I mean, one, is she okay too? How'd you guys see it?
Yeah, Zoe thankfully hasn't been diagnosed with concussion, so she trained well today and will at this stage be available to play. It's a constant learning, I think, for the players, us coaches. You know, it's so important that we protect the head, and with the more and more we know about concussion, but they're split-second decisions and yeah, really hard to execute. But as all players and coaches are around the competition, we're just trying to get better and better at it. So Bonnie's a competitor, and you know, she tackled the way that you sort of expect her to, but you know, in those split-second moments, it's just so tricky to manage. And yeah, it's unfortunate that someone like that misses a couple of games, but it's great for us that Zoe's available.
Just heading into the Saints game, what do you expect? What can you take away from the weekend to try and come away from this trip with 4 points?
What have we been? Yeah.
oh, look, I think when you lose, and obviously under the circumstances that we do, it gives us a real good opportunity to hone in on what we didn't do so well. Sometimes when you win, you can get glazed over a little bit. So the loss will give us lots of really good feedback, like Dave said, on those areas that we're going to hone in on for St Kilda, and gives us the opportunity while we're here to get to work. We've got more time than we usually would back in Perth, so we can really get after it this week, train really well, and hopefully execute well against a really good side in St Kilda this weekend.